Good morning and welcome once again to Beacon Church Online. Looking back through my notes, I find that last year I hosted on the 15th of March when we were still back in Revive. And I said then that it was possible that at some point in the future we would be told to stop meeting. Well, I didn't realise at the time, of course, but that was in fact the last time that we met there in the shop. And today marks the first anniversary of our meeting together online. Not an anniversary that we expected, and not an anniversary that we particularly wanted, but here we are. So I want to go back to some of what I said then on the 15th, because I was reminding us then of God's sovereignty, and I read to us from Psalm 46, and I want to do the same again today. So we read there in Psalm 46 that God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, though the mountains tremble at its swelling. And I know, looking back, that for many of us, this last year has been a very difficult one, very challenging. It has felt at times like the earth has given way. It has felt like the waters have roared and foamed around us. And yet, I believe that through it all, we can testify that God has been our refuge and our strength. He has been a very present help in trouble. We heard a wonderful testimony last Sunday evening from one of our members, and I'm sure there are many stories that could be told and which we would love to hear. So please do think about telling your story so that we can all be encouraged. Then at the end of the psalm, God says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress." Let's hold on to these great truths. Whatever the future may hold, God is still God. He is still in control. He is with us. He is our fortress, and he will be exalted. So in a moment, Lizzie and Matt are going to lead us in worship. Let's remember these truths and thank and exalt our great God. And by the way, a few weeks ago, Nathan encouraged us to stand to worship. And we've been doing that here at home, and we found that it really helps. So if you haven't been doing that already, I do encourage you to give it a try. Then Keith and Jan are going to bring something to us from God's Word, and that's a really important part of our time together. Matt and Lisa are leading the children's work, which is always good to watch. And finally, a reminder that there's an opportunity to meet together this evening on Zoom, 8 o'clock. So do join us if you can. Tonight, Ben is going to be hosting our time together. In the meantime, have a wonderful morning.